We're not paid to get spit on. We're not paid to get punched. We're not paid to get kicked. We're not paid for any of that. He started it.
Jefferson Parish Sheriff Newell Normand discussed the arrest and a brutality claim by 17-year-old Brady Becker, who was seen punched in the face several times by a plainclothes Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office detective, Nicholas Bro, back on February 13th after a Mardi Gras parade in the Lakeside Mall parking lot. Since then, the video has gone viral, being viewed more than 300,000 times. This was the first time Sheriff Normand had commented on the incident, but said the JPSO had begun an internal investigation into the incident the day after it took place. He says his suspicions were raised during the course of the investigation that Becker's family may be attempting to file a civil lawsuit against the sheriff's office after reading a transcript of a phone call between Becker and his mother while he was still in jail.
She says, everybody is supporting you. I'm getting all kinds of texts from all your friends and videos. It looks like you were not fighting back. I wasn't. And they were just beating the f*** out of me. I know. All right. But don't be afraid of Mr. David Belfield, the attorney. He's a really big, huge black man, but he's a lawyer that goes after cops.
So she's trying to give him the heads up of who's coming to see him.
Becker's attorney, David Belfield, says he was not upset by the remarks and that Becker's mother had been referred to him by a former River Parish police officer.
When she's calling Brady, she's trying to tell Brady, we hired a lawyer, he's a big guy, he's a black guy, he's a big guy. Trying to give him an idea of who's going to come and talk to him.
While Belfield maintains that Becker and his friends did not know the detectives were police officers, Normand says the investigation into the incident says otherwise. Just before the incident with Becker, Normand says the detectives were in the process of arresting one of Becker's friends, Jeffrey Wagner, for possession of marijuana.
Mr. Becker was incredibly pissed off that we were arresting his friend, a fellow high school student, for possession of marijuana. That's why they started the chanting, F the police, F the pigs.
Belfield says he didn't hear about that incident until today and says that the arrest did not happen at the scene of Becker's arrest.
Earlier at another location, one of their friends was arrested by somebody for marijuana. Not these two particular cops. I'm not being told that.
Normand then played a clip of a video that members of the media were told not to record that showed what took place seconds before Becker was on the ground. He also showed this photo of Becker with his mother 2 days after the arrest at another parade with a drink in hand. Normand says at the time of Becker's arrest, his blood alcohol level was .144. That's 7 times the legal limit.
Is he implying that a person with alcohol in their system doesn't have any rights? He could have been drunk out of his mind. That didn't give the police the right to brutalize him.
Belfield says the family still plans to file a civil lawsuit against the JPSO.
The sheriff is going to continue to say that his officers acted accordingly. We want the courts to say that they did.
And Sheriff Normand said for now, Detective Bro will remain on active duty.